Chelsea FC, aka the Blues. A team that's benchmarks themselves as one of the best teams in world football and the Premier League. Moments like Didier Drogba clutching up against Bayern in the 2012 Champions League final. All the time Eden Hazard ruined Spurs' best chance of winning the Premier League. The team's got a lot of historical moments. However, in this current day of age, Chelsea's side just isn't the same. From Chelsea fans angry on social media to Chelsea sacking managers every 10 seconds for not winning anything, this team just isn't the same anymore. So today, ladies and gentlemen, follow me as I rebuild Chelsea FC into world champions once again and restore glory back to the club. Let's go. So here is the mighty Chelsea, the Blues, the West London Giants. As you can see, I've gone for the David Luiz kind of Afro style, my manager, kind of representing the retro of the Brazilian centre-back. But let's go check out the team. So here is the Chelsea team. A very good team indeed, with Ted Bodie coming in, splashing out the cash for the previous managers he has had. I've come in with a whopping 146 million to start with this team. And let's just say, they've gone a bit over the top with the spending spree, haven't they, right here? I mean, with the likes of Cole Palmer coming in as well, Dasei, I mean, the list goes on. Casado, a world record one in the Premier League, I do believe. It's a very good team indeed. The one that does stand out for is a man I just mentioned in Cole Palmer, been very good in recent times at the moment for Chelsea. Very good indeed. Recently scoring against Manchester City as well. Also got Enzo Fernandez coming in around the 80 million mark. I believe the Argentine World Cup winner. He would definitely be a part of this team. And that is why I think for this rebuild, I will be going for the 4-2-3-1 with Raheem Sterling, Cole Palmer actually in the middle with Nkunku out wide. I think Nkunku's also been on injury, but he has to come back very soon for Chelsea. He's a real player. But I must admit, the player I need, I think, to improve with the budget we've got is a new striker. Yes, Mr. Jackson up top is kind of hitting form in real life, but he isn't really pushing to the world-class striker that Chelsea needs. Koa the bag with Thiago Silva. I mean, Koa could learn off Thiago Silva with being the veteran he is. Unbelievable for a 38-year-old centre-back still. Reece James, we all know he is a unit. And I think the goalkeeper role potentially needs changing as well, and potentially another backup striker over at Broja. But considering if we go for a new striker, I think Jackson and just Broja would be alright for the substitution. Mudryk, the Ukrainian, I would like to get him involved as well in this rebuild. I think he's an outstanding talent, just got to give him time to adjust to the Premier League. So with Ted Bodie using all that money and former managers signing whoever they want to please, we have got a lot of players with a bit of potential battle. But unfortunately, I don't think as well with the simulations we do to the end of the season, we won't be able to get enough game time on, so it's not fair. So what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is loan out a couple of players like Desai, Basashale, Shalaba, Ivan Matson and Malang Sarr. Probably butchered a lot of the names, but it is what it is. The game is the game. So hopefully the next couple of days we will be seeing some of these departure and hopefully get a lot of game time and see him back in Season 2. So a couple of days have gone by and finally the guys we said we was going to loan out have departed. In Basciali going to Nottingham Forest right here. Malang Sarr to FC Porto in the Portuguese League. Shalaba to the German Giants in Bayern Munich. Manuke off to Inter, the Serie A beast. And Desai to Benfica as well. Which leads us into our first signing. You probably can see who it is already. He's been linked with them many times. We have made it reality in this rebuild in Victor Osimhen, Napoli's main number 9. Also, we could have gone for Kudascala, but also we've got a lot of wings in Raheem Sterling and also the boy Cole Palmer. So I think it makes sense that we make it a little bit realistic and go for the man that is heavily linked with Chelsea in real life. Like I said, Jackson can't really do it, so our new number 9, the man with a mask, the Nigerian king, the nightmare, not KSI, Victor Osimhen. Welcome to the team. Big budget, 120 million. Wow. So with our budget only being a roughly short 20 million, I thought of bringing Kevin Trapp with a swap deal with Sanchez. Yes, I know he's just signed from Brighton, but I wasn't really familiarised with him. And I didn't really want to go with someone into the season with only being like 79 overall. So getting a leader like Kevin Trapp in 85 overall coming in. You got to remember, we have got Kepa coming back from loan from Real Madrid. So I think for this man, for a season or two, could be very good indeed. He's got the experience. He's a quality goalkeeper for Frankfurt. And it's a straight swap deal, pretty much a free. So with me adjusting the team and putting Kevin Trapp as the main goalkeeper for Season 1 with Chelsea rebuild, I thought I'd jump into the tactical vision. And I think I'm going to go for Legion counter-attack with Raheem Sterling, Kuka and Palmer in the camera. And Osimhen with the pace, the shooting, the strength, who knows it, the masked man, could be hitting 30 goals this season. I think the counter-attack will be very good as well. Kukulea and James is very attacking fullbacks as well, so I think this will suit it very well indeed. And we've also gone ahead and hired out some coaches as well, just to give that Chelsea that little bit of an oomph, because we all know they are struggling in real life considering how much they have spent. Which leads us into our final task before the season simulation, which is looking at the board above. What has Todd Bowley got in store for me? The big grin ginger afro up top this season. What does he want me to do? Youth development here is signing at least 2 players younger than 20, but is a low priority, hence why we're not going to jump into it in this rebuild today, ladies and gentlemen. Brand exposure, get 10 games without a defeat in the home match. I think we can do that, especially with the new signings in Kevin Trapp being a bit more higher overall goalkeeper, and also as well big Oshie Mains banging in the goals. Within 3 seasons, signed at least 4 players in the world over. I mean, we've literally done that 2 out of 4, so that should be absolutely fine within 3 seasons. Who knows? The players we got getting back into Champions League football, because we've literally got nothing this season because Chelsea had an absolute shocker last season. Financially, that's not a problem. We all know with Chelsea, with the new owners, with Ted Bowley coming in, absolutely fine. Domestic success, finish in the Champions League spot. Happy days with that. Win the FA Cup. I mean, FA Cup for Chelsea have got a good track record, so I can see what they would do there. And continental success, shock. No objections, because Chelsea, like I just said, have had an absolute shocker last season and not qualifying for any European competition. Which leads me to showing you the team that will be simulated up into season 1. As you can see, Osimhen, the new signing, Cole Palmer just behind him, very good in real life at the moment. Hopefully he can lead the attack with Raheem Sterling and Nkunku coming back from injury as well. Enzo Fernandez just in behind them, not in the CDM position. I've converted it into more of a centre mid role, just in behind them, because he is literally an all-round box-to-box baller in that midfield. Casado, the multi-million pound man, being more in the defensive line, hence why it's a 4-2-3-1 narrow. Kukulea, cool will as well. That's what got him in over the likes of Fofana. Just want to grow him, especially being an English man himself. You've got to favour the English boys in the Premier League. It's just the way it is. Thiago Silva has to be in the team. Absolute unit. James, and Aussie, of course, Kevin Trapp. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like the first game of the season is at Stamford Bridge against the mighty Liverpool. A massive big task, I hope. Hopefully the boys can do it. Going to be a big task right there. Without further ado though, I'll swim it to the end of the season and let's see how Chelsea have done in season 1. So here we are then, ladies and gentlemen. The end of the season has arrived. A load of inboxes and chats to sort out and all that crap right there. Let's have a little gander at that first, shall we? Let's mix up a little bit. Jackson's got a transfer request. That's not a good sign. Looks like he probably wants to leave the old Chelsea, the Blues. Alright, okay, well, look at that. The Mo player chat. Callum Gallagher is not happy as well. We'll say as inevitable that you potentially have to leave, my man. Bit annoying that. I didn't really want him to leave. He's a good rotational player. Indeed, a decent player for Chelsea in real life. Ivan Maatsen wants to sort out his contract, I believe, unless I'm right. No, he wants to sort out. We'll get to it soon. In a Mo. Reece James here. Hi, boss. Hope you don't mind me catching. He's just basically saying he is worried with the team. Thank you for letting me know. Let's have a look at some of the transfers here, though. Alright, okay, so Conor Gallagher, he wants to leave. Fair enough. We see this at the end of every rebuild. Some players do not want to get gone out of this club. I mean, some do, some don't. But some people, like Conor Gallagher, Jackson Chilwell, want to leave. Can't reject that. And Nick Jackson. So it looks like these 3 players will be gone. I mean, a lot of money right there. Big shame about Ben Chilwell, though. I mean, he was on the substitution bench, so I'm surprised he is requesting the there. But we'll have to sort that in the second season. Right, further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look where we have come in the league table. And it is 4th.
Bullshit.
Right, okay, so we definitely need to win this game against Bournemouth. The good thing is we are at home. Hopefully we can get the job done and see where the end result will be right here. Look at that, the Osimhen 90 overall. We'll get to that in the moment. Can we get against Bournemouth? And we can, with Osimhen, Nkunku, and Osimhen again getting the double, getting the win right there. So where does that actually potentially finish? Because it determines where the other teams have won as well. And we finished second. I think, to be fair, of course, Man City go on to win the league. Aston Villa getting 4th as well under Unai Emery is very impressive indeed. Let's have a look if we've done anything well in the cup runs. I think, to be fair, being the new manager at Chelsea in season 1, getting second under Man City is very impressive indeed. FA Cup, though, have we done anything here? Man City versus Arsenal, that'd be a really good one as well. Really, Grimsby, sorry, Town got to the semi-finals. Where have we come here, though? Not very good, it seems. We got knocked out by Ipswich. Ipswich, a very former big Premier League side right there, could potentially go back up from the Championship into the Premier League and be unreal. Going for the back-to-back from League 1 to Championship, then to Premier League would be unreal scenes for them. But we got knocked out from right there. Carabao Cup, though, let's have a little gander at this. Liverpool with some no trophies in season 1, which is a bit disappointing considering the team we have got. Hopefully we can get some more money from Turbo in the next season and make some more killer signs. Getting knocked out by Birmingham, really, at home? Wow.
Try me, bitch.
Radio then, so here are the outstanding players for season 1. Of course, the new signing, Victor Osimhen, gets all the goals for Chelsea. 28 goals, 26 out of 30 games is very impressive for the new Nigerian signing right there for Chelsea FC. In Nkunku as well coming back. I mean, maybe we should have converted this position into a centre forward, into a cam. Maybe that would have helped them a little bit more. So what we'll do now, we'll get that sorted for season 2. It shouldn't be really that long. There you go, 2 weeks right there. Raheem Sterling, of course, an absolute baller. I would say, to be fair, that Raheem Sterling could go down as a Premier League legend. I mean, winning the Premier League with Man City numerous times, doing bits at Chelsea, and also being at Liverpool as well. Very good player indeed, but it could be potentially his time to go in season 2 if he doesn't get better stats than that. I expect him to be a little bit better than that, but being 84, being Chelsea, if you want to go for the Champions League now for next season, and also the Premier League, it might be a bit of a time for him to go. Mudryk here going up a little bit as well. I think I'm going to keep him as a rotational substitution player in this scrimmage. Yes, I said I wanted to use him a bit more, but I just don't think, especially with the money we potentially get in season 2, he'll get into the first team of potential new signers. Reece James here doing really well as per usual as well. The rest of the players not too bad, especially with Enzo Fernandez. I expect him to do a little bit more, again, like maybe 10 assists. Cole Palmer, this didn't really hit it. I mean, 1 goal and 1 assist out of 25 is really, really poor indeed. So maybe a brand new cam row, or maybe a new winger, and converting Nkunku more into the central cam row is on the cards right there. Wesley Fofana as well could potentially be a star in the next season as well, as we all expected. Very fair deal, ladies and gentlemen. Not a bad season 1, but could be a bit better. Need to get some silverware in season 2. Let's get into season 2 and see if we can do the business. So season 2 has arrived, ladies and gentlemen, back with Chelsea. It looks like we have got the Community Shield, the FA Community Shield against Man City. Obviously the winners from last season. We came second, but we have got Champions League football. And looking at the team now, as you can see, one of the main men, the Brazilian in Thiago Silva, has departed because he is getting there with age. It looks like he has retired in the first season. Also, we did look at as well that Cole Palmer wasn't really doing really well in the first season, so he probably dropped to the bench, and maybe getting rid of Raheem Sterling just to give that bit more edge for Nkunku and Osimhen. However, before we try and make improvements to the team, there are certain individuals who wanted to leave last season, like the likes of Chilwell, Matson, Conor Gallagher and Jackson, and many more. We started off with Ivan Matson selling to Brentford for 10 million, then Chilwell to Newcastle for 30 million. Conor Gallagher to Brighton for 24.5 mil. Decent deal there for them right there. Nicholas Jackson to Brentford as well for 27 mil. Brentford are really going in season 2. And a surprise, Lukaku coming back from loan, going to Leverkusen underneath Xabi Alonso for 34.8 million. Which pits our budget up to a total of 275 million. Todd Bodie and some of the sales that we have made have pit up a massive budget, which means we have gone back to Napoli and bought in Osimhen's former teammate in Kvaratskhelia. How you pronounce his name? It's a very butchy name to pronounce, but we have made the big signing duo back in to Chelsea in the Premier League. The man with the 5-star skills, the man with the low socks, a replacement for Raheem Sterling. 40 million sterling has gone. He is gone. 105 we paid for this kid with a swap deal with Sterling on top. The new winger is in the Prem. But we're not done there, folks. What I have done, I've talked to David Luiz and Thiago Silva, to their former teammate Marquinhos, and they have said he is the man for Chelsea. Former teammates gave me the advice to bring in this absolute leader at the back for PSG. The Brazilian is coming to Chelsea with a swap deal with Chalobah. 15 million Chalobah's transfer value was. On top of that, 17 million we have put towards this centre back here today. The man is going to be leading the Chelsea defence. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to win titles at PSG. Hopefully he can do it in the Premier League. It suits it. I can see this one being quite realistic as well. Number 6, Marquinhos is in. The question is, are we going to bring anyone else in for season 2? And yes, is the answer, ladies and gentlemen. You can see who it is already. He is doing outstanding for Liverpool. One of the brand new signings, but we are going to absolutely snatch him from Jurgen Klopp in Dominic Szoboszlai. Going to be in the camera with Nkunku and Kvaratskhelia, a brand new central attacking midfielder with Kvaratskhelia and Nkunku out wide. An unbelievable Hungarian talent right here. We went for the big bucks. We are absolutely bankrupt. The new number 7, it seems. We might change it, I'm not too sure on that number, but what a player he is. 75 million again, 3 mega signs for Chelsea, copying what they're doing in real life, spending the big bucks like we have done in season 2. So with the remaining budget we have of 8 million, we went and decided to get more coaches for the team for Chelsea, just to give that little bit of edge for season 2, to see if we could beat Man City and who knows, go one step over maybe in the Champions League now that we're back in it right there. Which now leads us into our objectives from Todd Bromley. Obviously now we'll have the continental success objective, as it is quite high, as with, like I said, we are in the Champions League. Going into the youth development here, that we're not going to bother with this because, like I said, it is a low priority, considering Chelsea are a very rich club underneath Todd Bowie these days. Don't really see him going into the youth development so much these days. Brand exposure, we've absolutely smashed it out the park, very done indeed. Long term as well, we've done that as well. Financially, like I said, we're a rich club, so that is why it's on the low priority. Domestic success, win the league and win the cup, so they want us to do the double right there. I expect that, especially with the signs we have made. And they want us to win the Champions League, so they pretty much want us to do the treble or the quadruple. Fair enough indeed. Very high task there from Todd Bowley, but like I said, with the signs we have done, I think we could definitely do it. Which leads me into my final thing I've got to say before we simulate to the end of the season, is showing you the Chelsea team. As you can see, Osimhen and Koulibaly linked up once again. Blue onto blue. Napoli to Chelsea once again. Sneaking off big Slaughterby, nicking him off Liverpool in that cam role. Hopefully he can bang a lot of goals. In Cuckoo, yes, we said he was going to play more in the central cam role. I just could not look away from Slaughterby. He's an unbelievable talent in real life. So in Cuckoo still stays out on wide as the 89. Endo Fernandes, Casado sticking the same there, both growing up very rapidly. Fofana also going into that centre-back role now with a new partnership with Marquinhos. Hopefully he can learn off him and grow massively throughout the season. James still going to be the captain with Kukulela in the left-back row and Kevin Trapp. And on the sub-bench here, we've got Bloja, Mudryk, also Manuke coming back from loan with Mudryk right there. Latvia, Gusto, Cole, Kepa coming back from Real Madrid, and Cole Bauer on the reserves, hopefully throughout the whole season. These two will rotate right here. They'll be absolutely fine. Without further ado though, ladies and gentlemen, let's simulate to the end of the season and let's see how this new improved Chelsea team can do in season 2. So ladies and gentlemen, looks like we have got to the end of the season and looks like our last game is a bit of a rival game, West Ham versus Chelsea. But look at our points. I reckon we have done this here. Let's reveal it right now.
Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
And we have one loss we have got. That is unbelievable. That's got to be a new record for this channel in terms of a rebuild. Only getting one loss with a mighty Chelsea, running 90 points to Man City 78. The second season we have hit it with Storm right here. Let's get into this rival game against the Bulls away. It looks like Kukulela in the bottom left corner, as you can see, has left, it seems, and that is why Williams is the star. But he must have been doing alright if we have only got one loss. So let's just get into the quick simulation here. Let's have a gander. And we have still only got one loss this whole season, with Slaughterby getting a hat-trick in his last game. What a silent. I knew he would turn out to be the beast he is. However, though, from us winning the Premier League, how did we get in the other cup runs? That's what matters the most with Chelsea as well. We've secured one trophy. Have we done one in the Community Shield against Man City? And we have. That is a double right there. Have we got a treble on the marks here in the FA Cup, though? And I'll tell you what, it is definitely up against Manchester United at Wembley. Huge one. But the big one is a quadruple on the line here. Or a guaranteed. Let's have a look at the Carabao Cup here, and we've lost down to Man City. Fair enough, they finally get their own bit of silverware this season. Let's have a look at the Champions League, the main one, the biggest one of them all. Have we got into this? And we have, and of course it is PSG. It's always PSG, Bayern or Real Madrid in my eyes. Never Man City. I never see them hardly all the time, but it is PSG. Saying that, I say Man City. In my Ajax one, it was Manchester City, so maybe me just being a bit of a twat right there. But we have got PSG in the Champions League final on the 7th of June 2025. Without further ado though, let's simulate up to the FA Cup here and let's see if we can get and secure a treble for Chelsea. So here is the lineups here against Manchester United at the Emirates FA Cup at Wembley. The only change I've done here is obviously Williams goes out for Gusto, just due to the fact I just want to increase our chances, to be honest with you, with an 80 overall fullback right there. Look at Kukulela though. We signed him at 87. He's a 91. He must have had a tremendous season on that wing for Chelsea, right? What a swap deal that was right there. Let's get right to the quick sim though. No messing around, and it looks like it's not going to be a fairy tale for Chelsea in the FA Cup. It looks like we rolled back with Kukulela, the player we was just talking about, but Anthony and Marcus Rashford did the bits in the first, and it looks like early on in the second half in the very 60 minute, securing them silverware, a big trophy for Manchester United. Fair play to them. But look, a treble is still on the cards for a more important trophy in the Champions League. Without further ado, let's get into the lineups. So here we have it then, ladies and gentlemen, the big one. Is this going to determine the end of this rebuild? Are we going to complete the challenge today and secure a treble in the Community Shield, the Premier League, and then the Champions League. But we got to get past PSG, the team that are in our way at the San Siro. Osimhen, Kvaratskhelia, Slojba, Nkunku, Fernandes, Caicedo, Fofana, Gusto, Marquinhos, James, Trapp. The list goes on. Can they do it? Marquinhos on that weak stamina there. Just got to watch out throughout the game. But I reckon we can do it. Strong team versus a very strong team in PSG. Hopefully, the Mighty Blues can come out on top. So here we have it then. Champions League final. It is number 7 versus number 9 in Osimhen versus Kylian Mbappe. Which striker will come out on top? It's blue versus white because of the kit clash. I don't have to explain that because we all know the colours of PSG and Chelsea. But for the people that don't know, now you know. This is going to be a big game here. Just going to try and keep the ball and take our chances. Kylian Mbappe running through here. This is not good. Straight away, they've gone through. Early start this, and it's gone in! Out of nowhere. It seems like we have lost the ball. And Koulibaly and Mbappe have opened up the scoring already against Chelsea. How has that happened? That is not a good start at all for Chelsea. I mean, Koulibaly, fair play. The footwork there from number 23. Frenchman to Frenchman. Chelsea have been daggered. Well then, that was not the start we wanted for Chelsea at all. Like I said, we just want to keep the ball, and then moments later, a terrible distribution pass, and then Marquinhos there, former teammate. I mean, this is not the start we want for Chelsea. He needs to be better here today. Maybe another substitution needs, because the stamina was quite weak. And Xavi Simons, a former Leipzig man, coming back from loan, turning and twisting, gives the Koulibaly. Thank God he just is ricochet off his foot there. And now we can hit him here. 1-2 here with Slojba and Osimhen though. Chelsea hitting back with their own. It's Dominic Slojba. Can he score? Yes, he can!
He was special.
He's through on goal. And now our number 7 does bits. Mbappe did it with Koulibaly. And now our attacking 2 does the business now. Come on. A lovely little 1-2 action right there. We didn't take any chances. That's why we went close. But PSG hits first with a Chelsea dagger. And now we have punished PSG over a sloppy mistake as well. Crazy first couple of minutes. So let's say Xavi Simons here straight away after we've just scored. Looking to close in. Reece James there looking to pounce on him. Koulibaly goes into Gavi. And the former Spanish man. I think he's out on injury now, the poor bastard. I mean, like a 9 and 8 month injury from Barcelona. Hopefully he recovers well, the young talent. But he does see that PSG there. Good switch from Gusto though. Can Reece James get it over? He can. Look at the audacity there. Nkunku. This is the Chelsea that's got 1 defeat throughout the whole season. Enzo Fernandez to Slojba again. It's still potentially going to be alive. Nkunku goes for the shot there. What? Oh my God, what's he doing? He thinks in a bloody circus. Enzo, stay on your feet. And now PSG is 31 minutes in, and I'll tell you what, is back in forward, neck in neck. Xavi Simons plays back to Hartman. Into Ronaldo Sanchez to Gavi. He should be bloody injured. Keeps going here, but don't we want to dive in? We do though. Now we get the chance here with Slojba. Gives it to Osimhen. Osimhen, you should be able to beat this man on pace, but Koundé, the experienced man, again a former Barcelona man, does really well. Gavi on the ball here. Plays that outside to Ousmane Dembele. What's he going to do on the ball against Gusto? Goes it back to Mazraoui. From a Bayern man right there. I mean, they've literally signed world stars with stars, but fair play. Kylian Mbappe here. Goes inside. It just skims the post. A very close chance indeed for Kylian Mbappe. He holds his head in shame. I think he thought he got it in, but he didn't indeed. Kevin Trapp just going to go short here. We're just going to play it out from the back, I think. So we get someone short here. We can. No option to go in there, so we're going to use the goalkeeper. Don't really want to mess this too. I think PSG are playing a 4-2-4, so all out attack here. Good switch on that. Can Q get a head on there? He can. And now it could be a flick on. Can we keep it alive? Oh, it's gone through. A mistake in the back and Enzo! Just before the break, Lucas Hernandez, number 27, has had a mare. And it's the World Cup winner, Enzo Fernandez, the central attacking mid, centre mid, the deer, wherever you want to recur. He can do the all works. The box, the new number 8, coming from the like of Frank Lampard, has done bits. What happened to the defence? But we will take it. So I do know what happened there at the back with PSG defence. They must have got distracted or something. They must have saw something, or they must have just blinked randomly, I don't know, and Enzo went, screw that, I'm going for own goal, and getting the goal. What a first half though, a 3-goal thriller in the first half. What has got installed for the second half though? So, ladies and gentlemen, 2 substitutions. The tired legs of Marquinhos is gone off for Colwell, the English talent, and Mudryk has gone in for Nkunku. I think Mudryk, with the skillful player he is, yes, Nkunku is, but the new number 10, I think the Ukrainian can cause damage on that wing, hence why he is on the pitch today. Xavi here, can we get the ball off in there? We can't. Koulibaly running through on goal here on the wing. Well in from Colwell there. The new sub does really well. Intense final, goes into the box. Enzo, good header there. And now Slozerboy is going to potentially run through on goal here. We're going to try and send. I don't know, he might be offside, Koulibaly, and he is. We just need to hold the line there. But a good line from PSG, to be fair, to just draw the offside trap. They've got a substitution over. Renato Sanchez comes off for Manu Ugarte. Decent player. Got to watch him in the middle. PSG attacking down the wings once again. You expect them to with the 4-2-4 they're playing. Just got to watch it though, because they're very deadly. They've got so many road stars in this team, especially the players they've signed as well, in Gavi as well. Unbelievable. Missed out there. Kylian Mbappe keeps it going harsh here. Kylian Mbappe plays it inside to Gavi. Winning from Gusto. Out we go. Byron out of the passion there. I love it. Hartman though gives it back to Simmons. Winning from Reece James, and now we can potentially attack off this. Can we get something going here? Dominic Slozerboy, good feet there. Well done. Enzo Fernandez, the goal scorer, running through the middle here. Does well. Should have used Osimhen, but we're going to use Mudryk instead. There's a back post potential cross there to Koulibaly. He touched it. Koulibaly!
That is bloody lovely.
It's an unbelievable finish. And we have got the cushion we wanted. It's the man with a horrible last name to pronounce, number 77. We've signed him in season 2. He got in contact with Osimhen, and Osimhen went, look mate, this team's the team to be at. Screw Napoli, come to the mighty Blues. There's a great ball on the back post, a great touchdown off the post and in. The cushion has been secured against the Frenchmans in PSG and Mbappe. So the question is now, can we hold off PSG? If they get a goal, they can do the business. Kylian Mbappe, we missed the challenge there. Gavi's the space outside the box. He goes for the shot there. And it looks like it goes out for a goal kick. We just got to hold on right here. Let's bring on Williams for Fofana. I mean, through the simulation, this kid deserves to start. And it looks like PSG are going to add more attacking threat in Marcus Sensu, because they need a goal fast. Oh, now we're finally going to get the cutscene. Fofana goes off for Williams. Let's see how this kid does and see if we can hold on for the last remaining minutes in the final. Could potentially through again here. It looks like Chelsea have collapsed. They've committed men forward. Goes into Kukulea. What is that touch? What is that touch there? It's still alive though. Could go for one more here. Back post could be on. It's dodged a boy. Oh, I don't know who it was, to be honest, header or not. We've got 2 pretty much 7-7-7s in the team, but he pits it over the bar. How did we not score that though? Gonzo Gales is going on for Rami Koulibaly. It's 5 minutes remaining. I think we have done it, ladies and gentlemen, but do not write off football. Anything can happen. Donnarumma kicks up. Can we get a head down here? We can with Colwell. Goes into Osimhen. Osimhen. Skills for days. Osimhen with the pace, but Luis Hernandez finally does well in the defensive line. Guardes here. Mbappe does well. And Belly. This is the Gavi. And I think that could potentially right there. Luis Hernandez plays into Ugarte. Ugarte on the ball. Looking for a bit of redemption here. Once again, PSG are by the Champions League final. They've had a shocker. Asensio into Kylian. He's made a massive error. He needs to F off to Real Madrid. I can't speak because Chelsea, the mighty Blues, have done a treble. Mbappe's had a shocker once again. And Chelsea have secured a treble in the second season. The Premier League, the Community Shield, and now the Champions League. Challenge, ladies and gentlemen, is officially completed. A very good team. A very good team. The standout for me in that final was by far Enzo Fernandez. He did absolutely bits. Same with Cucurella, but I think Enzo is definitely the man of the match. They're going on the second half. There's just him just controlling everything. The midfield, striving forward as well. He was the man, and you expect that from a World Cup winner. It's nice to see Mudryk as well getting some game time, and also Williams coming on, because obviously throughout the simulation, Kukler did leave, which we will find out very soon where he went to. He's had a shocker, because Williams, the young lad, the 6'5" has made a Champions League debut, and he gets his hands on the Champions League final and a medal. But Reece James here, the captain from day one, lifts the Champions League final to secure the challenge and the rebuild to be completed for the mighty Chelsea. What a team. Let's continue on. So here it is in the generic cinematic cutscene. We see the Premier League and the Champions League. So also the Community Shield's not there, because I think obviously it shows that very early on in the season, but it is technically there in our hearts. But the mighty Chelsea, the Champions League's coming back to London, and the Blues. My look there, the David Luiz had a lot of inspiration for this, and he has done the business for Chelsea. A very good team indeed. We've got the job done in Season 2. Once again, Season 2 has struck gold for me. I always get them done in Season 2. The Ajax one was pre-season, but Chelsea and previous ones have always been in Season 2. I'll manage to be. Come on. So ladies and gentlemen, with us winning the Premier League, we can now see the outstanding players for Season 2 and the whole entirety of the series. Looks like Dominic Solanke, Osimhen, Kudus and Nkunku have done bits. The top 4 have really dominated football. Unbelievable. Dominic Solanke, 34 goals and 11 assists is ridiculous. Could be on the way for a Ballon d'Or. You never know. Osimhen as well, 34 as well, but Solanke with the 11 assists is ridiculous in the cam role. 21 goals in the Premier League and 6 goals in the FA Cup out of 6 is ridiculous right there. Kudus looks like he had the more outstanding Champions League run though, with 7 goals out of 13. Probably hence why he's got the 91 overall, with also 13 assists and 24 goals. Nkunku, a bit more well-rounded from everyone else, I would say as well. 17 and 13, unbelievable. With Ricin 7 and 7. And Enzo doing really well as well. Regards to that, the rest of the team did really decent as well. Colwell also not too bad as well. I'm really intrigued to see actually how did the young player get on. And let's try and find him right here. In Williams, did he actually play a lot of games? He did really actually, but he did get Champions League 2 games in, which secures him a Champions League medal. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There is the challenge completed. We'll just have a look at my career now. 1 defeat is ridiculous. I mean, look at this. Within 2 seasons, I've absolute a stormer. Call me Jose Mourinho. Might have actually broken his record. You never know from the real life right there. Our biggest win 4-0 against Brighton. Our biggest loss is against Birmingham 3-1 there from the first season. Fair enough. Record fee of 125 million. That is, of course, Osimhen, which I do believe Kudus with a swap to Raheem Sterling was a very close second. 102 games played, 66 wins, 23 draws, and only 13 losses within 2 seasons is by far unbelievable for myself and the Chelsea rebuild. But yeah, we can now finally see where Marc Cucurella went to right here. He went to Liverpool, a very good team indeed, but he's had a shocker. He should have stayed with Chelsea and secured himself a treble. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the rebuild done with Chelsea in this career mode special today. I hope you have enjoyed this very much indeed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next special. Bye.